Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something extra special. We are doing beef jerky on the offset smoker, and we're doing this by hanging it. This is going to be delicious. You're not going to want to miss this. Hey, welcome back to the channel, fellow journeymen and apprentices. Who doesn't like a good batch of beef jerky or deer jerky? I'm going to go ahead and give this recipe a trial run, and I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion on how it turns out. So we are going to marinate this jerky meat for approximately 15 hours. And what I have here is 3 pounds of meat. I have an English roast and a skirt steak. And I had Mr. Brats out of Orland, Indiana, get all this prep for us. And the skirt steak, they made 1/4-inch strips for us that were cut against the grain. English roast was actually cut against the grain as well, so they were a little bit thinner though. So starting out here, we have 3 cups of distilled water, and that is cold. We're going to go ahead and put these in the mixing bowl. One cup of Worcestershire sauce. 1 cup of soy sauce. This is low sodium. You can use regular if you prefer it. A little bit of that in there. 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And in 1 teaspoon of crushed pepper, black pepper, fairly coarse. 2 tablespoons of onion powder. 2 teaspoons of Lily's Creole Dirt. It's got a really good little kick to it, nice little spice. And I support Lily's because it's Lily's USA, made in USA, so I do dig that. So we got that in there. 1 teaspoon of Lowry's seasoned salt. And we have a package of tinted curing salt here. And for the 3 pounds of meat, we're going to use about 3/4 of a teaspoon. That's real critical. 5 pounds usually covers about 1 teaspoon, so we're just under 5 pounds. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. We're going to go ahead and put all of our pieces in here, and you can see the skirt steak has a good amount of marbling in it. That should make it real tender. It's not too fatty. And as you can see here, this is the English roast, much less fat through that. So it'll be interesting to see how these two compare. And we will take our marinade, and we're going to lightly pour this in here. Make sure we don't make a mess. And now that we have all of our marinade in there, we're going to pull our bag back up, and we're going to go over to our vacuum sealer. Now we don't want to suck all this marinade through this vacuum sealer, so we kind of just took as much air as we could out of it until we started seeing the liquid come to it, and then we stopped the suction. All right, so our game plan now is the hardest part. Now we have to let this sit in the refrigerator and wait, and if you're anything like me, you're impatient and you just want to make the jerky right now, but we have to let it work its magic. So we're going to put this to rest in the refrigerator, and then we are going to wake up tomorrow morning and get this on the pit about midday. So we'll see you guys at the pit. About 10 years ago, I did jerky on my Weber Smoky Mountain, and I was trying to figure out a way to get more jerky into my pit. And so I built these little jerky racks out of stainless steel, and I built these. I just took stainless steel filler wire that we weld with, and I bent these little S hooks. So what I do here is I was trying to create a smokehouse traditional hanging jerky. So we already went over the steps of marinating this jerky. We pulled it out, we put it in a strainer, let all the marinade basically seep off of it, and then we laid it on paper towel. Our next step before we put it on the smoker is we're going to hook it with these jerky hooks that I made. And we're just going to, it's very simple. All right, come in, put the hook in, and we drop it right on there. What this will do is allow me to get more jerky basically in the smoker without laying it flat. So it's hanging and the air movement will run through this rack of jerky, and it's going to make for a real even jerky. And it's kind of how our ancestors did it traditionally with hanging their jerky to cure it. So we're going to go ahead and get all this hung on here, and then we'll see you guys at the pit. All right, guys, welcome back to the pit. Hey, we got our beef jerky ready to go on the smoker. We've had this preheating for about 2 hours. This nice little coal bed right here, and it's small. And this split, you can see, about the size of 2 of my hands, probably about 2 inches by 1 inch thick, and about 12 to 13 inches long. So we'll go ahead and put this, stir these coals up a little bit, and we are using hickory today. We're just going for a mild cold smoke here. Get that right over that coal bed. Now our goal here is to keep this temperature definitely below 200 degrees. Our target is between 150 and 180. And if you look here, we're just under 150 on both sides of the pit. We're around that 135 range. So our pit's running extremely efficient on both sides, which is what we like to see. And that's why we preheated this for nearly 2 hours. Make sure all this preheated evenly. So let's go ahead and get this opened up. And we have 3 pounds of jerky here. And I cannot wait to try this out. This rack fits perfectly in here too, by the way. And there we have it, folks. All right, guys, check it out. We are out here with our jerky, and we've been on for 5 hours, and it appears to be done. Color looks just right on it. Still has a little bit of bend to it. Definitely feels dried out. And when you bend it, it just gets a little bit of a split to it, you'll see. And that's what we're looking for. So we're going to go ahead and get this pulled off. We'll take it inside and we'll give it a shot, see how it turned out. All right, guys, so we pulled this jerky off the smoker. Let's go ahead and pull a piece off of here and give it a shot. I'll show you here what we're working with. I think the seasonings are really nice. I almost think it could use a touch more, maybe a touch more salt. I don't know. It picks up a little bit more flavor on the tail end. Hey, this was really good. Don't be afraid to try out some jerky. If you don't have a rack like this, get you a cookie sheet out. You can lay this stuff out on cookie sheets. You can make this in a dehydrator. Use our blueprint for the recipe for a marinade. The key is to keep it around that 150 degree range. 150 to 180 is pretty ideal. This cooked for about first couple hours around 135, if you remember. Then we were able to finish off closer to 150. So, hey, I'm very happy with this. I'm excited to try some different recipes with some jerky. Now we have these bad boys back out. We're going to experiment a little bit more, especially come deer season. We're going to put some venison on this. So, hey, until next time, guys, we'll see you guys in the pit. And don't forget, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and of course, subscribe to us on YouTube. Until next time.